11 through 16, and it talks about the evangelist, it talks about the apostle, it talks about the prophets, it talks about the different roles, and Ephesians talks about that he gave some, he gave all, but he chose some for special position. So when he chose those in Ephesians chapter 4 and 11, if you would have read it, it's basically saying, in Ephesians 4:12, it says, everybody, all believers are ministers. Now some are called to be pastors, some are called to be lay leaders, and all these different titles that you might have. But everybody together are part of the team. Not everybody is called upon to be prophet. Not everybody is called upon to be evangelist. The evangelist goes out and helps to hook the fish and brings it in. He takes the church to cause the pews to be filled, and the community, the wider community, to enhance all that God has placed here before us to do. The pastor's role is a unique role. Don't envy pastor. Don't envy. God pray for it. It ain't easy, trust me. But all of us together are to be able to put things together. All believers are ministers. Ephesians 4:12 talks about. We minister to each other. Ministry is the work of God for the people of God. That's what ministry is. You're not doing it for the pastor. You're not doing it for the organization. You're doing it for your fellow man. You're doing it because of Christ is gifting you. Everybody. If you look at the chart, you're seeing the different viewpoints that you can get from it. You know, it kind of allows you just to do it. Sometimes it takes about half an hour to figure it out. But I got to compliment you because you did pick it up kind of quick. The other people still struggling today to see it. You know, but we want to be able to look at the bigger picture in ministry itself. There's a handout, Brother Kevin. I want to really just concentrate on the book of Nehemiah chapters 1, 2, and 3. There's a single sheet that I would give Nehemiah chapters 1, 2, and 3. The handout that I would have given some stuff there that we probably touch on, but it's going to be some stuff that you're going to be able to look at. If you're thinking of Pastor Kelly, he's a leader, and coming along with the leadership role, there are many books when it comes to leadership, and everybody can write their own story. But one of the biggest things that come with leadership is something called fear. You need to have an honest look. What fear can do. Some persons probably didn't come today because of fear. Some persons are not active in ministry because of fear. And it takes what? It takes working along with individuals, trying to get them to get the spirit of fear out of them, and there are steps to take to that would help them out so that they have guidelines that they can go by. Just a little note here. A leader's courage and honest that fear can and will keep many good leaders from becoming great leaders. Many mountain climbers have stood at the base camp of Mount Everest, yet only a small percentage of them had the courage it takes to actually climb to the top of that mountain. When I left the Mike Shoot building and walking right behind us, and it was I was in Fox Hill, about the Carrington Pinder for 19 years, right hand, well, it takes you, David, and I did it. And it took years of having this nudging to go out and to assist another ministry, to assist the wider community. It's a call of God, but just a fear of not being equipped, not being able to do it. And God will use the strangest of things, and it took 15 months later after Dr. Dalton Fernandez sat at my table, and I told him that we were in a comfortable position, we really need to do it. I'm going to wait on God, allow God to just put me to that point where I know where I want to be. And it turned out that I started out with Dr. Fernandez, and here it is 14 years. 12 years later, I'm still there, and I like the role that I play. I like the background scene, being able to work with different saints, being able to work with individuals, and having a hands-on approach with people in the pew. In the pew. There's a big gap. People isolate the leader, and they don't understand that they are leaders too. The pastor doesn't get the job done. The pastor is the shepherd. Sheep bring sheep. So if the person is not in church and they're straying off, the shepherd there is the shepherd. He takes care of the flock, the sheep that God's supposed to have. He takes your leaders who are being chosen by God. He's made some to be apostles, some to be evangelists, some pastors, but everybody are ministers. So we have a role to play. And the role that persons are, people have a tendency of not being able to appreciate is fear. Joyce Myers used to say, fear is false evidence appearing real. And I know it will be the challenge coming out, you say, Lord, it's not going to happen, and you pledging, you're doing it, this one don't show off, or this, that, the next thing. But you give God time, God's going to work. But I trust the day that you're through here, that you're going to be encouraged in some small way to know that God is in the picture, and what may seem small, God is up to something. I just want to assure you, God is up to something. So, why people are afraid? They fear of the unknown, fear of what people will say if we fail, fear of the criticism along the way. Being chosen to lead is easy, actually leading is hard. I asked my wife some time back, what does she really think of me and what have you? I was kind of reluctant to ask, but women throw 12 or 13 things at you one time. Men and women are different. I learned that in marriage counseling, as I counsel. Men look for respect, women look for security. In case you don't know it. Just as long as you know women respect you, she can get anything. Now, men can't take 12 or 13 different things at one time. So don't give the man everything the church do and all that kind of stuff. You only take one task all the time, and he's going to take care of the church, he's going to do that systematically. He might not say much, but it's going to be going through his mind. Whereas a woman will do a multitask. That's just the way it is. When it comes down to it, women have a tendency to be able to handle money better. Now, if they're mad at you, they're going to spend it spree and get rid of the money faster. That is a fact. Women have just tend to blow money. And, but when it comes down to it, she was quite critical. It wasn't what I wanted, but it did spark something in me for me to take an inner look as to who I really was. You need to have courage when you are called to do it. If you just accept what it is, and you just say, well, this is what it's going to be, you're never going to get anywhere. But Kel complimented you, and I complimented you too. I know you're studying hard, and I've been inspired by you. Many times I got to college and stayed there. I'm still there, still helping out the students that get calls and what have you, they still do what they need to do. But I stayed on because it's my way of equipping the saints of God. So people are doing things for you when you don't even go to Pastor You're doing it for the body. And when you can have your people avail themselves of opportunities. Sometimes it doesn't, not the money, it's just the connection. God's Spirit is there, things can happen, which we're going to see in a little while.